Welcome into week 6 already. I'm a little terrified that 5 weeks have already passed in this NFL season.
Goes by so fast. Var oh my bad. The variance. I dropped my phone on my keyboard and it muted my mic.
Oh.
It's great.
Common mistake. It happens.
The variance this season is killing me. It's driving me crazy. Out of both my Survivor leagues this week.
So do you have any entries
3.
left?
No.
You're
3
done with Survivor for the year. Yeah.
Done. 2 of them were on Rams, which I got varianced out of.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them was on the Cardinals, which I got varianced out of.
So I think I made the comment in text earlier this week. Like, to win Survivor and especially go all the way, you have to be just a sicko. Like,
you have to be extremely lucky. That's all there is to it.
Either be very lucky or just insane with the picks you make.
Yeah.
Plus luck.
So I was thinking I probably, in retrospect, should have taken Detroit. Were they a heavy favorite earlier in the season? Like one of the chalk picks?
I think I took them earlier in the year.
Okay. Because I'm thinking back to, like, in a perfect world, you don't want to take the chalk. But let's say in week 1, and we'll use the Lions as an example.
Okay.
They're the chalk team. They're minus 14, so pretty much guaranteed to win. Guaranteed, right?
Guaranteed.
Yeah. And 75% of the field takes them.
Yep.
Then week 4, you have a scenario like last week where they're minus 11 and they're chalk to take. I think I'll be more mindful of those super chalk early that people have already used that pick and go for super chalk on the later picks because it won't be as popular because a lot of people have already taken them. And I think I haven't really considered that. And I don't know, it's just something I'm going to be more mindful of in the future. Take the 1 or 2 super chalk teams at the beginning of the season and just be more mindful that even if they're chalk later, there's a diminishing amount of people who are taking that because they've already taken it.
Yeah. So 2-part answer to that. First, I'll give you the Lions games this year. Week 1, they lost to the Packers. Nobody was taking them there.
Yeah.
Week 2, they beat the Bears.
What was the spread?
I don't have the spreads, but Packers at home against the Lions, probably 3 at the time.
Yeah.
Underdogs. So, yeah, you would not take them.
Yeah.
Lions at home against the Bears, it was probably 6.5, I guess.
Yeah.
But they won by 31.
Okay. Yeah,
then week 4, Lions hosted the Browns. So that was the week everybody took the Lions.
Yeah. Okay.
So Lions have the AFC North this year, which probably at the beginning of the season was like, oh no, this is going to be ridiculous. But now it's shaping out to be one of the easiest divisions, at least at this point in the season. So they played the Ravens, Browns, and Bengals 3 weeks in a row. I mean, yeah, that's a nice time to play 3 of the 4 AFC North teams. So they only have the Steelers left. The Lions do.
Yeah. And right now I've got them power rated as the number 1 team.
Lions. Okay. Pause that. I want to finish your Survivor point.
Okay. You said one thing. What's your other thing?
My other thing, sorry, I've also got the Dodgers game on and find it weird that the Phillies are wearing light blue in LA. Dodgers are wearing white? I don't know. That's odd. Anyway, when you are in a Survivor league, like a home Survivor league or, a smaller one, less than 100 people, if you're in one less than 15 people, I'd recommend you start tracking everybody's picks like week one and just you can go one by one.
Yeah.
And guess who everyone is going to take that week. If you're in a league with 100 people, obviously that's silly. Wait until there's 10 people left, right? But the year I won it all in Survivor was just pure luck. I did a lot of I went all 17 weeks. I did a lot of contrarian plays and very risky plays. I should not have won that year. That was luck. But the second year, I started tracking everyone. And when it got down to 3 of us, it was a huge advantage for me. Because I knew who the other 2 were going to take based on who they had left. And all year they had taken chalk.
Yeah.
And so it was just so easy. So track what your opponents are doing. It's just like daily fit DFS. It's the same idea here.
Yeah.
But the great thing about Survivor is who people can't take. With DFS, it's much, much harder because you can guesstimate percentages, but at the end of the day, you don't know. But in Survivor, you know for sure that the rules state they cannot take this person. So
yeah. Yep. It's good stuff.
All right. Let's hear your Lions take. Number 1 team, huh?
Yeah, I've got them. And I don't think it's nearly as high rated as it should be, but yeah, I've got them 4.75 points better than the average team. Second highest is Buffalo. Third is Philly. I don't know. I don't love my numbers this year, to be transparent. I don't know. I think when I listen to Fezzik talk and he brings up his power ratings, I'm pretty far off. I'm directionally aligned. I'm like he's got Detroit the highest rating as well, which is directionally good to hear. But I think his is like 7.5 points better than average. So
Okay.
quite a bit different there.
Yeah. What is your lowest team below average?
I've got Tennessee 5.5 points below average.
And do you do anything to adjust to ensure like you have this many teams above average, you have this many teams below, your top team has to be this far, anything like that, or you just let the numbers go?
I just let the numbers go.
Yeah.
I have more teams. Well, I've got I've got quite a few teams. Just turns out as 0 rated. Would you? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams rated as average.
All right. Let me pull up a list of teams here. And I'll tell you, like, every year, I think by the end of the season, we all say, oh, yeah, this is like, this is the average team in the league.
Yeah.
It's the definition of average. So, Scrolling.
Some of these teams are average because of injuries.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a team that maybe doesn't have a lot of injuries that I would consider around average. The first team that popped would be the Patriots.
Yes. That is one of them.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Steelers?
No.
But
I've got them rated 0.25.
Okay.
So you kind of win. Yeah.
Yeah. Are the other 4 teams affected by injury?
One definitely is. One, yes, is. I think they're playing above expectation, even with the injury, but
This is great content. I realize how boring this is, but this is a fun game. Oh, 49ers.
No.
No.
But I've got them a half a point below average. Right
Below. Okay. And if they got everybody back this week,
oh, yeah.
I mean, that'd be a tough upgrade
Huge
for you to
adjustment.
try to make manually, but
yeah.
I don't know.
And honestly,
Washington,
no,
Denver,
Washington, I've got pretty high rated actually.
yeah.
So I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I've got the Chargers, which I think
Yeah.
they might need to be below average at this point. I don't know. I lowered them 2.25 points this week, and I just didn't feel like I could go any lower than that. Chicago, which I think Chicago might be the average team.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Houston and Dallas. Dallas up for debate, but I upgraded them 1.5 points. Like I think I'm just way off on them.
All right, so
and directionally, looking at last week, if I had made my picks, which I didn't, I would have gone 8-6.
Nice. So that's an improvement, right?
Yeah, moving in the right direction for sure.
All right, so Chicago, Dallas, Chargers, Houston, and New England. Let's just take the Chargers out for this conversation because if they had everybody back, they would be better than these teams, right?
Yeah. And Dallas, I think I that was the team I was talking about the injury with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. Let's just keep them in this for this conversation.
Yeah.
So 4 teams: Chicago, Dallas, Houston. I think. Yeah, now I see what you're saying. Dallas is tough. Their defense is so bad.
Yeah, they're the worst defense out of this group, but they're the best offense.
I think I would put New England number 1, Dallas number 2, Houston 3, and Chicago 4.
Yeah.
And I think New England at the end of the year will be the only team that you rate above average.
I hope Chargers. I think. Oh yeah, you said you.
Well, yeah, I took them out.
That's right. Yeah,
but I do think Chicago and Dallas have the highest ceilings.
New England's really interesting to me.
Yeah,
I was shocked on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you attribute that to good coaching or dynamic playmakers? Or I didn't watch the game, transparently.
I didn't watch much of the game. I think New England's just extremely underrated, and Buffalo's vulnerable, honestly. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think there are any elite teams this year, and I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about horrible teams this year. I don't know that that's true, though. I mean, who are the worst teams right now? We got Bengals, Saints, Browns.
I've got Tennessee,
Cleveland,
Cincinnati, the Giants, New Orleans, the Jets, Baltimore, Carolina. I've got Carolina above Baltimore.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
So I'd remove Baltimore from the conversation once they get everybody back. But so the injuries for Cincinnati, that makes them pretty bad, and they already had a historically bad defense. So
yeah,
I don't know. There's not.
I think out of the group that I mentioned, I think the Jets actually are definitively the worst team.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Tell me why.
I think their offense can do some stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
They
does
can
Fields,
sporadically.
how many turnovers does Fields have? Which I guess kind
Um,
of makes my argument worse, but I feel like he's been playing well.
yeah, I do think it makes it worse because
Yeah. Yeah, they had turnovers. Yeah.
uh,
But maybe he's not the one turning the ball over. I don't think he has many interceptions this year. I don't know
yeah,
what their turnover ratio is, but
he historically hasn't done the ball very much though. I think that head coach is getting fired at the end of the year, if not before. But
but
Tennessee, I think there's a learning curve for Cameron Ward. He likes to be called Cameron, so respect the
oh,
name.
no more Cam.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. I'll keep that out of
Cleveland, I'm interested in what Gabriel will do. He is known for being a quick decision maker, which that trends pretty well to success. I spoiler alert, and do have to disclose this. Have him in my dynasty league, so I'm a little biased. I
You are
want him to succeed.
legally, yeah, legally
Legally
required to.
obligated, yeah.
All right, so, but if you have the Jets as the worst team and the Lions as the best team,
No, I don't. And I don't have the Jets as the worst team. I'm
oh,
just saying.
okay,
I think out of the group right now, with the bottom five, 1, 2, 3, so the bottom 6 teams, going from highest rated to lowest rating, I've got Jets, New Orleans, the Giants, Cleveland, or sorry, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Tennessee. Out of that group, I think the
hey,
Jets are definitively the worst.
got it.
But
So
you can make an argument for the Giants, but I think that there's a big upside for Jackson Dart to get his legs. Like he's
yeah,
a lot of promise.
what would you make the Titans against the Lions on a neutral? 9, 10?
Um, I think my numbers would show that. Yeah, I
10.
was thinking like 8, but I think my numbers show. Yeah, they show 10.
Yeah, so that feels very condensed compared to previous years, right? The best team versus the
Yeah,
worst team would be like, you know, if the best team were at home, it'd be like 17 points, which on a neutral equates to a couple touchdowns, 14, 15, 16.
well, and we can look this up. Like I've got last year's.
Future. Oh yeah. Last year's closing
Um,
lines.
last year through week 16. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a 18-point difference
Yeah.
between first and last. The Giants, I had 11 and a half points worse than than average. God. And then Philadelphia, I had 6.5 points better than average. Hold on. This is not well. Just so happens that first is in the first position, last is in the last, but everything else is out of position. That's so funny.
So I think there's been a lot of injuries this year to top teams, which is affecting that. But I also don't think we have as many bad, horrible teams as we usually have.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about the Colts. Where do you have them? Fourth,
I
fifth, sixth, or seventh?
I've got them 16th.
No, no.
I've got them 6th right now.
I do think by the end of the season they should be closer to 16th than 6th, but
Really?
I don't know. We still got to use preseason priors like heavily, right?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
I'm not sure if I love the concept of preseason priors because I think it's too one-dimensional, and I don't think you can look at it like that. Like, there's too much dynamic. There's too many moving parts with it. Like, if
All
you
right.
get a new coach, a new head coach, new offensive coach, new quarterback, like that's a huge adjustment.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, do you think Daniel Jones is more like the last 5 games or more like his previous 30 games?
that's so up for debate. That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the better wild card because you don't really know how to evaluate one player based on their old system and new system. Take Saquon Barkley. Like, we all knew he was pretty good, but if you move him from, funny enough, the Giants to Philadelphia, he's the best running back in the league
Yeah. Right.
last year.
Right. So, all right, tell me where you have these teams power rated. Dolphins,
25th.
Broncos,
10th.
Okay.
Sorry, 8th. And let me make sure I had that right. From Miami's 24. Yeah.
24, 8.
Oh, because I.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about and the Titans you have last?
Yeah.
What about the Rams?
I've got them 4th. I don't love it.
All
I've
right.
got them tied with Green Bay.
And the Raiders?
Raiders. 21st. I don't think that's right. Oh, I didn't adjust them at all this week. They should be much lower. Sorry, I missed that one. I think they're honestly like.
Yeah.
I'm adjusting.
Well,
Hold on.
it doesn't matter for this point. So
I've got them 25th.
the 4 teams the Colts have beat, and they've dominated all of them except the Broncos are bad teams. They're all way worse than 20th. They lost to the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't have. Maybe the Rams are a top 5 team. I don't know. And if we look at the Colts schedule coming up, I mean, this is crazy.
Say to me something.
Cardinals, Chargers, Titans, Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs, Texans, Jags, Seahawks, 49ers, Jags, Texans. I mean, there's 4 losses in there, maybe 5.
All right, let's go through them. So,
All right.
this week they are
Cardinals.
playing Cardinals. Do you love the Cardinals?
No, the Colts are going to win at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then the Colts go to the Chargers, who don't have anyone back.
Yeah.
That's another win.
Yeah.
Colts are at home against the Titans. It's a win. I want to make sure I'm not missing a bye here. All right, so they're 3-0. Colts at the Steelers. Let's say it's a
give
loss.
them a loss. Yeah, let's give them a loss there.
All right. Then they're home against the Falcons.
They should win it. Falcons, what's your take on them? Because they have had some really bad games.
Yeah, I think Mr. Penis is overrated, probably. I don't know. Falcons are tough. We'll give it to the Colts because they're at home. 4-1, then they have a bye, and then they go to Kansas City. Call it a loss.
But yeah.
4-2, then they host the Texans.
I think they'll win that
Okay.
division, but
Yep.
I
Five
think
and two.
Texans are not good. But
Yeah. Then they go to Jacksonville. We'll call it a loss.
see, do you think
Maybe not.
Jacksonville is below average?
No, certainly
I
not.
don't either, and I've got them power rated as such, which I didn't adjust them either. So,
That could be
um,
coaching there.
Duval.
So 5 and 3, we'll say. Then they go to Seattle. Let's give them a loss there. So here, we'll do this. They go to Seattle, then they host the 49ers. We can agree they go 1-1 there, right?
Between the
And
two,
some,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. All right. So they're 6-4. Then they host the Jaguars. Here, they host the Jaguars, then they go to Houston. We'll again go 1-1. So 7-5 to finish the year, and they already have 4 wins. That's 11. 11-win season.
Let's go horse.
I mean, they're going to win the division.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they good though?
Yeah, I think they're a good team.
Can they make the Super Bowl? This is the year in the AFC where you get a chance.
Um,
You're going to run into the Bills. No, probably not the Ravens if they make the playoffs.
they would have to level up, I think, and they're playing good. Don't get me wrong, but to your point, like all of their big blowouts have been against nobody teams, so to be determined. But their run game is very, very good. Their passing game is pretty good, and their defense is pretty good. And I think if they were to explode, it would have to be on the passing game, right? We'd have to see like Adonai Mitchell develop, right? Start to come into his own. I know that you probably have a bad taste in your mouth from him dropping that touchdown. You
I mean, he
do. You
doesn't. He
do.
doesn't even catch that ball if what's his name isn't injured. Pierce,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like he's
that's
probably
true.
not even in the game at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you said this in a previous week. Right now, they've got three wide receiver twos. Like they don't have a true wide receiver one. And I think for them to go to the next level, that's the missing piece. It's not really Daniel Jones is being a great game manager. You got the run game there. You've got a good offensive line that can create some pockets. The thing that would take them to being that top level team is the passing, having a true number one wide receiver.
Maybe it's Tyler Warren.
He's real good. He's real good. He's gonna have more points than Brock Bowers this year.
Probably this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not over his career though.
Probably not. I hope not, selfishly.
All right. That's for this week. I found something. Monday Night Football. I think the Falcons are going to get the ball first. So I think we should look to bet things where the Falcons do those things first, such as scoring first. And for scoring method, Falcons touchdown plus 252 on DraftKings is a great price.
It would be irresponsible for me to bet that again.
Have you already bet Falcons touchdown for scoring method? Last week was the Titans.
I didn't bet that one.
Okay. But you've already bet Falcons and lost.
Hold on, what?
Why would it be irresponsible to bet the Falcons?
No, I said again because I've already bet them.
Oh. That's funny. You should definitely bet it again. Also, Falcons to be the team to score first. This morning it was plus 107 I found on Bet Rivers. But this is a Monday Night Football game, so we're going to get a ton of game first props. So anything you find on the Falcons likely will be a good value. Some books price in these tendencies of electing to receive or kick, some do not. Generally, FanDuel prices it in, so I would use FanDuel as your guide and then look at other books because you will find one team is very different on other books than they are on FanDuel. Consider FanDuel as the correct price because generally that's what I found. Another one I'm looking for is if we can get Jets first down because I think they will take the ball. They've only won the toss once this year. They elected to receive. Last week, we bet the Jets to get the first down. They lost the toss. They played the Dolphins.
Miami.
Yes.
Yeah, and Miami took it.
It was week 4. Miami took the ball, and I was watching the game. Justin Fields jogged off the field, and Aaron Glenn held up his arms. Like, what happened? We wanted the ball, and Justin Fields shook his head. And so I think that conversation went, they won the toss and they took the ball. And Aaron Glenn was like, what? Miami has never taken the ball under Mike McDaniel when they won the toss. That was the first time.
Oh, wow.
Miami also won the toss in week 5 and didn't take the ball.
Okay.
So it was like a one-time weird thing.
Yeah.
So I think when the Jets win the toss next, they will take it because I think that's their strategy.
Yeah.
Because the way Aaron Glenn held his arms up to me said, unless Fields messed up and decided to defend the wrong side of the field, I doubt that. I think it was like, why didn't we get the ball? So Jets, I would look to big time. I wouldn't look to score first because they're going to be huge dogs. You got to price that. But if you can get like a first down or a first completed pass, or even if you're betting player first touchdown markets, like the Jets players are probably underpriced.
Okay. Yeah, Jets, Denver, and they're in. This is an international game, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And Denver never ever takes the ball.
I don't know that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Sean Payton's been there. They have not taken the ball.
Yeah.
So, and my theory on these is if the teams are even on the money line or within 3 points either direction, you're flipping a coin, you're paying the juice. So even if you have a 10% edge or you think there's a 10% more chance that, let's say, the Colts will take the ball this week, that is worth it over the long run. You're going to lose a lot of these, but over the long run, you're going to win. And if you're just picking teams against the spread on Sunday, but you have knowledge that, hey, the Colts have taken the ball 3 times in the last 2 years and they're playing the Falcons and they haven't taken the ball once, like you already have an advantage over picking against the spread because you have no advantage there. It's just a feeling you have.
Yeah.
So that's why I like these prop markets.
Cool.
So there's some plays this week. You got what you got this week?
Yeah. So just looking at my power ratings, I've got a lot of value on Cincinnati this week. We've got Flacco coming in under center. The spread is minus 14. And when you get games like that, you do expect there to be some type of blowout. And a lot of these time, a lot of time. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, Sorry, I dropped something on my keyboard
I
again.
can.
Everything went away. Wow. So that's so funny.
14. Wow.
14's the spread right now. When you get into these games where they can be blowouts, a lot of times you get some garbage time play, and it's really hard to cover that spread. You got
I love this
Flacco,
play.
who is he's a thrower. Like, he is known to throw the ball. I think if you look back in the season, if you were to look at all of his interceptions, there's so many flukes, so many. It's insane. Where a receiver grabs the ball, like they catch the ball and it slips out of their hands into the receivers. I saw that happen like literally 4 times, and I'm sure there's other times. Like, I'd be really curious to see how many of those are actually on Flacco. And historically, Flacco starts out a little bit better than he ends. He's good until he's not good. So I think when we look at Jake Browning, when we look at the Bengals, like, clearly they have issues. There's a lot of dysfunction there. Some of it was Jake Browning. His inaccurate passes were not great. A lot of it was the system. The offensive line was really bad. And we all know how it works in the NFL. Like, the teams that you think are really, really bad aren't as bad as you think they are. And the teams that are really, really good aren't as good as you think they are. There's adjustments that are constantly being made. So I think that there's value Cincinnati.
I like it. Flacco, prior to the Browns, was with the Colts, and they were like decent.
They were decent.
The game we went to, was that a Flacco game? Or was it a Richardson game?
I think it was a Minshew game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Flacco has never played with an offense like this. Ever.
Like
the Bengals.
Like, I don't know
with
what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Wait, with the weapons? Okay.
With the weapons, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably never played with an offensive line worse than this, though.
Yes.
I mean, definitely not.
Yeah. And he's a pocket passer, so we'll see. Hold on, let me see if I can clean that up a little bit.
Thanks, man. I thought you were wiping my face. That was...
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you got a little something.
I tried it.
Yeah, I love...
I'm still...
I adore this play. This is not a good line at all.
No, and this is the trashiest bets on paper where you look at it and you're just so disgusted. I think that's where you should generally lean, because a lot of times there's an overcorrection. So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bet this tonight. I think this is good. I think the big problem is how many times Flacco's going to get sacked. We obviously talked about the offensive line, but look who they're playing. Like, they get in the backfield all the time.
But also look at Green Bay at the start of the season and the last 2-3 games. They look a lot different too.
Fair. And do you know how many solo tackles that
Don't
Micah Parsons has this year?
Compared to Lamar Jackson?
No, it's compared to Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for ruining the stat.
Yeah. 4.
4 to 5.
That's so bad. Rachel's like, how is that possible? It's like, well, it's because there's been a lot of interceptions that Jamar Chase has been tackled people.
Yeah, and also, like, how many half sacks does Parsons have? Probably 10, right?
Yeah.
It's a misleading stat, but it's also indicative of what's been going on. in Cincinnati, and Parsons likely a little overrated.
I don't know. He's really good.
He's like, I'm not going to say
I don't think I could say
that.
that. All right. So, what's your take on Kansas City?
Oh man. I'm only pausing because I don't want to say out loud what I'm thinking, because this is what the public has thought. I don't
Many
know,
times.
3
Yeah.
or 4 times in the last 10 years that, like, oh, they're trash. The refs aren't helping them anymore. Mahomes isn't good anymore. They have no weapons, and then they go and win the Super
Oh,
Bowl,
they won the Super Bowl again. Yeah.
which you can make a lot of money by betting the Chiefs when
In these
they are not the
scenarios.
favorites. Yeah, so
So
I
I
think
look.
they're lucky that the AFC is down this year. They seem calm to me.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be panic in their locker room.
Yeah.
I think, outside of Chris Jones, maybe, but I don't know if Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid aren't panicking. I'm not overly worried. This could be one of the worst iterations of the Chiefs we've seen in a while, but
I on Monday had a quote that bit me in the ass. And I said, I think the Jags are overrated. I think they're not a good team.
mm-hmm.
You look at their success, it's been almost exclusively on turnovers. Their turnover margin is like 17 on the season.
Yeah. Yep.
And Kansas City doesn't historically turn over the ball a lot. I
Yep.
took Kansas City minus 10.5 on Monday.
Oh,
And I
did
looked
you?
so smart when they were up two
Yep.
touchdowns.
All right. So I almost messaged you. I
Yeah.
want to know when you took that bet, because I took it. I also made a bet on the Chiefs like an hour before game time.
Yeah,
An
I did
hour
it like
before the Monday Night Football game, I bet on a 3.5 point favorite, which is like right when I
yeah.
hit submit. I was like, that is first rule in gambling: don't do anything ever like that. And I did it.
Don't same day
Um,
bet anything.
no, and don't take the Kansas City Chiefs against the Jacksonville Jaguars 3.5 favorite. But you took the all. Did you take it about the same time as me?
Yes, almost exactly. I'd be curious to compare timestamps.
I would too. I think I actually started typing to you, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave him alone. I was like, I think this is his bowling night, like,
Yeah.
um, yeah.
It's
Huh.
like this team is fraudulent.
So
They're
are
gonna lose
they? What is the record? 2 and 3?
2-3. And
They're fine.
then
They're fine.
yeah.
Look at that division. Chargers are, they're not done, but they're in trouble with their
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah.
They have an uphill battle. Denver, we likely overrated at the beginning of the season. They're
I think
okay.
I think they're better than their record. But Kansas City, I think it's time to bet them to win the division.
Is it time to bet them to win the Super Bowl? Dare I say?
Make the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm not. Are you impressed by NFC teams right now? Lions?
I think Lions are really good. I think Washington is
Yep. By the end of the year,
sneaky.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
like Tampa
So,
Bay?
I mean, I like them. Yeah. Oh, Chiefs are 9-1. That's horrible. There's
Yeah,
no way I'm taking that.
you
That's
cannot.
awful.
9-1. They're
9
2-3
to
record.
1. That's horrible. Tampa Bay 20-1.
Yeah.
Or the Colts. You want to guess?
23-1.
18-1.
Really? Huh.
I don't really. I kind of like the Packers, or sorry, the Bucks at 20-1.
Yeah.
Don't mind it.
All right. Let me talk about my other
Yep.
value and get your take. Second best value, Kansas City, Detroit.
Okay.
Spread is Kansas City -2.5
In Arrowhead.
in Arrowhead.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
got value. I got 3 point, yeah, almost 3.5 points difference value on Detroit. I think they should be favored by a half a point or a point.
I'll tell you this. I wish Kansas City was 4-1 right now because I would love that bet. And that's the only reason this probably is 2.5, right? Because everyone assumes Kansas City is going to bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those bets that makes you feel kind of icky. Like I feel like I'm going to lose my money if I bet against Kansas City after a loss at home. Think about it. We'll go to the next game.
Okay.
And there's only 3. Everything else is within a point and a half. So
Okay.
the next one, Miami Chargers. So Chargers at Miami. I've got Miami favored. No, sorry. Is it Chargers favored by 4.5? Oh, I might have my line wrong here. Who is favored by 4.5?
I mean, I cannot imagine Miami being favored by 4.5.
No,
Chargers are
Chargers.
favored by
Chargers
4.5.
are favored by 4.5.
Yeah.
I've got it more like it should be a 1.5 difference.
Chargers by a 1.5.
Yeah. So I've got 3 points value on Miami.
I like this bet. I think with the injuries to the Chargers, everyone's down on Miami. Like,
Yeah. It's past the key number, right? So you could take Miami +3 or +3.5, right? Like I see like an alt line being easy money there.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. I like all three of these bets.
I definitely
Miami.
like Yeah, I definitely like Cincinnati bet. I do like Miami bet. I don't love the Kansas City bet. I see the value there, but
Yeah. So Miami is not as bad as we've seen for sure. And I think the Chargers are going to get worse until they get their guys back. So I absolutely love that.
they just made a
Um,
trade though to get
yeah,
someone
they
from
traded
Baltimore. Yeah,
they traded a safety for an edge rusher basically and some picks, I think. But um, yeah, the Cincinnati one. I think on the Cincinnati Packers one, I would bet alt for sure because you're betting on Flacco being better than Browning, which
yes.
if we think he is what he is, like
I don't think it's downgrade.
I mean, I would consider Cincinnati money line here.
Yeah, at a much smaller unit, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, we are in Green Bay as well. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's some things that have come out that Zach Taylor's mental health is not great right now.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's not.
Yeah. I don't know.
You
If
mean
you
like
take money
outside of
line.
football? Yeah. Okay. Do you think the Bengals? I hate to be insensitive, but could they be better if maybe he's not the coach?
Yes.
Okay.
I have some strong thoughts on that.
All right. So I love all three of these plays, especially Cincinnati and Miami. So I mean, Stefan's picks Cincinnati plus 14, Detroit plus 2.5, and Miami plus 4.5.
You know what else I did?
What'd you do?
I dusted off the old database
Ooh,
and got
for
some Bayesian
props.
statistics. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
So I hadn't done this all season. I typically wait till we get some historical buildup of results here. But what I do is I take the passing and running success rates, and I'm not going to talk through exactly what success is, but just consider a play can be successful or failure depending on first down through fourth down, right? And I take those rates by team, only pass and rush, and I look at the defensive opposite and get how a team defends against those two, and then I do the Bayesian against the opponent.
Yep.
So the top value I've got in Bayesian this week is San Francisco versus Tampa Bay passing. That should yield to a 43% Bayesian result here. Number 2, Indianapolis at Arizona passing, 41.6% success rate.
That sounds right.
Number 3, Washington, Chicago run, 41%.
So Washington run. Okay.
Bill Krosky
Merit.
Take you some props there. 4th, Giants, Philadelphia run, 38%. My boy Scattaboo.
Yep. Okay. And that's surprising too.
It
just
is.
Because Philadelphia has been winning basically the entire season except for one game.
Yeah.
I think they've trailed on like 5 snaps this year.
It's pretty wild.
All right.
And then rounding out number 5, Green Bay versus Cincinnati pass.
Gotta be.
Yeah, 35.8%. And then at the bottom, the worst of the worst is Cincinnati at Green Bay run, 13.5% success rate.
That makes sense too.
Yes.
They don't need the run though. They got Flacco, baby.
Exactly. And they're not going to run it. Second worst. This is going to be a major shocker for you. San Francisco, Tampa Bay run. 16% success rate. McCaffrey under rushing.
Tampa Bay does that passing funnel defense, right? Where they encourage like short, they stop the run and they encourage short, middle of the field passing. So that kind of
I
makes
believe,
sense.
yeah. Third from the worst, Indianapolis at Arizona run.
Indianapolis at Arizona run. Where second best was Indy, Arizona pass. So, okay.
So 2 more. Denver against the Jets run. 17.4% Bayesian. And I will say, I think you should attack the bottom more than you would attack the top. Because
100%.
these are very, very low Bayesian.
Okay.
The highest I've seen, like within, I try to look at 5-week trends. We're at the 5-week mark of data.
Yep.
So that works really nicely. Last season, I was seeing really good opportunities in when the Bayesian topped out at like in the 50s. Like you can get some value at 40s, but sometimes it'd be 50s, high 50s. Um, but right now, with this being so like the lows are very low, I think that's where you attack.
Okay.
Especially in the running, you can isolate it to one person. It's really hard to isolate the passing game on props. Like that's the angle I take on this is how do you try to isolate and attack overs and unders and props.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier to do it on like the run game when you have one running back or two running backs.
Sure.
You can pair this up with like tight end success rate, like looking at the top tight end scores. If that matches up with Bayesian, then you can get a really good direction on overs for tight end passing. So, like
Say the
last
first part
year,
again. You match up what with the Bayesian? You match up the
tight end success rate, or not
oh,
success rate, but tight end team success, I guess. Like, so if you look in fantasy, like in daily fantasy, if you're going in the, we'll use Yahoo for example, it'll tell you your opponent strength by
oh, I
position.
gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So if you see that the opponent is really bad at the tight end and the Bayesian is also very high for passing, that starts to give you a really good direction for one play. Like if it's for Indianapolis passing and you looked and saw Arizona is historically bad at defending against tight end, that's where you hammer Warren.
Yes. Okay. This is good.
I'm actually really curious now to see what it looks like for that.
See if you can come up with a play. Stefan says that's the goal.
That is the goal. Let's see. Tight end. Warren. Yeah, Arizona is 11th versus tight end.
So maybe not Warren Day.
Probably still a Warren day though.
Well, yeah, but maybe not a Warren over.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking at like Carolina. Carolina is second worst versus tight end.
Tight end. Okay.
And Jake Ferguson is playing against them. I'm
Okay.
looking at Dallas passing success rate 31. It's not great.
Cowboys passing success rate is 31st.
31%
Oh, sorry.
given.
Okay.
31% given playing Carolina. So it's not just their success rate. It is their success rate mixed with
First Carolina's
success rate defending.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's good stuff there. One bet.
Go ahead.
One bet I made 2 weeks ago was the Ravens to not win the division.
Yeah. Oh, such a smash play.
And I made that bet on Kalshi. And I think futures bets, you got to start making them. Excuse me. You got to start making them on prediction markets like Kalshi.
Yeah.
And you got to bet no's. Because what I found is when you bet yes, so yes just means I'm going to bet on the Bengals to win the division.
Yeah.
Those tend to match the market, the sports books, where the no's are just the opposite side of the yeses on the prediction markets, which most books don't offer the no's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So basically, you're taking the the sports book position, which
Yes.
you want. So it's basically vig removed plus some. So, for example, let's say you like the Chiefs um, to win the division. Instead of going and betting the Chiefs on the sports book, I would go to a prediction market and bet no selectively on other teams. Maybe all three teams in the division, or maybe you look and see who is the most mispriced. Another thing that's cool about these prediction markets is it does take public sentiment into account, right? So
That's great.
at a sports book, I'll use this example. Let's say Stephan is the best bettor in the world, and the Chiefs are playing the Raiders this weekend. Stephan comes in and bets $10,000 on the Raiders. Charles Barkley, at the exact same time, bets $1 million on the Chiefs. FanDuel knows Stephan is a great bettor because they have a history of bets with him. They know Charles Barkley is a horrible bettor because they have tons of bets with him. There's a very big misconception that the books balance money. They don't do that. They'd look at Stephan's expert pick, $10,000. The monetary amount, frankly, doesn't matter because they know Stephan's a good bettor. They're going to move the line the way that Stephan bet, not the way that Charles Barkley bet. They are not trying to balance their money.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, exactly. And that's a big misconception.
It is.
People
And
think that they're
so,
trying to balance it. No, they're trying to win as much money as possible.
yep.
Just like
But
we
it,
are.
yes, exactly. So, but in prediction markets, they move with the people that it's just like the stock market. There's no,
Yeah, supply and demand. Yeah,
yeah,
balancing the
yes,
sides.
strictly supply and demand. So if Charles Barkley took $1 million to Kalshi, you would get a much better price on the other side
Yeah,
where you would not get that at FanDuel.
yeah. So well put. So well put. Yeah,
And, these prediction markets balance, right? Like somebody sharp like Stephan could then go in and look at the Kalshi price compared to FanDuel, and the market eventually fixes to what the price should be. But there's no third party, I'll call it, market maker that is adjusting prices or not adjusting prices. It's all supply and demand. And today it's still not a perfect market. So I think there's a lot of opportunity, I guess is what I'm saying. And Kalshi is legal in the States, and Polymarket will soon be legal again in the States. So I would also look at targeting politics markets because people
same
and
concept.
music and movies, like people that love things, bet on those things stupidly.
Yeah,
But for now, there's tons of opportunity. 10 years from now, that is going to be the gold standard. The prediction markets are going to be the way we say if things are going to happen or not, because they're going to be the most intelligent. It's just like the stock market today. The value of a company is what everyone thinks it's worth. It's
yeah.
not the profit that they do. So, but until we get there, there's so much opportunity, so many gaps in the market. So take a look. You may have an expertise in something that no one else does, and you'd make a lot of money.
Love it. Love it. I just want to give a little teaser for you for
Ooh.
the future. Not teaser in the traditional betting sense, but just something I've been pulling in and I haven't double tapped this yet. Next gen stats. It's really on quarterbacks. But I am now gathering raw stats on things like average time to throw, average intended air yards, aggressiveness. I
Ooh,
don't even know what that means. Passer rate. Yeah, something.
I don't even know what that means.
Aggressiveness. What does that mean?
I have no clue. It's probably some combination of like throwing, passing over expectation plus pass air yards over expectation, I'd guess. And
Yeah,
going for it over expectation on fourth down. Who knew? I don't know. I love it though.
yeah. So I'd be interested to see things like the average time to throw and do some Bayesian on teams, right? So this
Yeah.
team gives you this much average time and how much that impacts. You can do some average baseline based on time to throw in general, right? And see how many average yards you get. I think there's a lot that you can matriculate from that.
When I think about the props you can target with a model like that, sacks,
Yeah.
tackles, like
Yep.
those are all very soft markets.
I also have another table, PFR. I don't know what that stands for, but I have this in my database. And I got some stuff on bad throw percentage, times blitzed, times hurried, times hit, times pressured. So I think we might be able to cook some stuff up in the future.
Yeah, and with that, I think of prop markets like interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
So cool. More to come. Let's see. Next week we'll be doing this again on Wednesday, and then we'll be hanging out on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait.
It's going to be a good time. What is the game tomorrow night?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember that it's good. Oh,
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
remember that too.
Um,
Eagles
I
Giants.
I think only we would say that. But
Yeah,
Eagles
that's
Giants.
we
I'm
are
excited about it.
sickos, man.
I think it'll
What
be
so
good.
the worst matchup to the fans would probably be what? Like the general fan. It'd be like Titans Saints.
Yeah, probably.
I would be I would love to watch that.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of games we need in standalone games. Like the people like you and I, not the normal fan. I get they want to see, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, but that's not. I don't want to see that on a Thursday night.
I mean,
I'm looking for some
I
nasty
do want to see
matchups,
that too,
Well,
but
yeah, but you're gonna see that.
I
You're
don't know.
watching that on Sunday anyway.
I think the Jets are just not a fun team to watch either. Or like Arizona. It's just you look at
Yeah,
them, you're like, what are you doing?
yeah. But do you pick quad boxes? No, you don't on Sunday. So
Mm-mm.
you're never in a
Red zone.
situation where you're like, I want to watch these games. Okay.
Yeah, I love red zone, man.
So I feel like you're like me, those horrible Sundays when there's like 10 1 o'clock games
Yeah.
and I have to pick 4 to watch on my TV. I literally waste an hour like
Yeah.
you would do the same exact thing. You'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, it's 3 o'clock! I haven't picked a game yet."
Oh, that'd be terrible. No, red zone just shows you the good plays. They show you every touchdown.
I get the allure. I do.
It's good
I do.
quality. Now,
And Scott
it
Hansen is
also
so good.
he's
The best.
great. But
The
it,
best.
it definitely gives you a false sense of the
Yes, for
NFL.
sure.
Like,
Yeah. Like
yeah,
you definitely think the Falcons are really good.
yes. And you're like, oh, actually, they're not.
They just have really, really, really great playmakers. They're really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, Stephan. Well, can't believe it's week 6, but here we are. It's going to be another fun week, and I love your bets this week. I think we're going to make some money.
What's up?
All right. We'll talk to y'all next week.
See ya.